Okay, basically I want to have a little chat and give a short review about the iPhone 6. Not only the iPhone 6, but the experience of actually quote-unquote camping out at Apple to get these phones from Apple. I didn't have a tent and I didn't have a sleeping bag. I didn't stay outside for weeks on end just to get this phone. No. Last night, I went to sleep somewhere around, I think it was about 10:45, knowing that I was going to wake up at 4 o'clock a.m. However, I couldn't sleep because something told me, I was like, you know what, I better get to that store, and I think I may have to camp out from 12 o'clock onwards to the opening at 8. Now, I did that, and what I saw was, in my opinion, ridiculous. It was like a Black Friday sale, or I don't know what any other term for it, but everybody pretty much recognizes the term Black Friday, which was given because merchants were in the black, which means that they were profitable during a certain period of the year, rather than being in the red, meaning that they were not profitable. And they called this Black Friday, a sale that pretty much starts after Thanksgiving dinner and pretty much ends like 2 days after. Unfortunately, Black Friday has become so commercialized. It used to not be a big deal back in like 2002, 2003. You'd get some good sales and you didn't have to wait against a lot of people. But now it appears that Apple's major releases are as frustrating and as bad as Black Friday sales. So basically, I'm going to show you a couple of video snippets and tell you about what happened while I was waiting for iPhone. I've gone camping before, so this wasn't my first time sitting on the ground, laying on the ground, this, that, and other. This wasn't my first time. It was, however, the first time that I had seen lines and crowd control handled so poorly. Basically, there were a large number of Chinese people there planning to buy the iPhone. I have already pre-ordered 2 iPhone 6 Plus 128 gigabyte gold models, and they're coming to me in the mail. What some people did was, even though they pre-ordered the phones, they actually drove to the stores and camped out trying to get more phones, knowing that they'd be able to sell them on eBay for more money. The gold 128 gigabyte Plus models can be sold in China for more than $2,000 a piece because, first of all, they've sold out. They won't be back in stock for at least a month or two. And if you do have them, you can get people right now on eBay to hawk for huge prices. In fact, some people are already selling them on eBay, even though they didn't have them physically to ship. So I already knew I had the money coming. So I went and I said, you know what, let me get one for myself, which is this one, the 5.5, 128 gigabyte. And I said, let me get one for my girl, which is this one. This is the 128 gigabyte 5.7. So let me show you a couple of video clips of the craziness that went on during my first experience camping out at the Apple Store. iPhone 6. The iPhone 6 line stretches right up to the building, and it extends around the side of this building. I couldn't take a head count, but basically it looks like, I don't know, a couple. I don't know if the number probably gets to 1,000. I don't think it's 1,000, but it looks like Battlefield 4 out here. It looks like the Chinese forces versus the American forces out here. It's like that. There's that many of these motherfuckers. It reminds me of when I was living in Shanghai. But this is what you're looking at, and definitely. I don't know. I suck at population density head counts, but in any event, they said that they're gonna start giving out tickets and shit at 5 o'clock, and I guess those numbered tickets get you, the phone or whatever, or those numbers are your line numbers or whatever. I don't really know, but it's fucking 12 o'clock, 12:20 right now, and shit looks bad. But I remain vigilant. These girls right here in front of me, Chinese girls, they bought like a bed of sorts. They have a makeshift bed with sheets and everything. And I tell you, some of these people are the determination. I'm looking at these little ass chairs. People are sitting in fucking baby chairs and this, that, and other. If I had known it would be like this, I would have gotten up at 10 o'clock and gotten out here, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. This girl's got a bed laying on the floor. I got a tent at home and shit. Shit is real now, man. You aren't gonna find no Galaxy phones getting people to camp out like this. They ain't a goddamn thing. Galaxy could have a phone. Samsung could make a motherfucking Galaxy that could fly to the moon and back, and nobody'd fucking line up like this. What's going on? What's going on? Why are these assholes clapping? Why are these assholes clapping out here? I don't know why they're clapping. I don't know. Hopefully shit doesn't turn violent, because if it does, it's like, I don't know what would be a good vantage point around here to, video record some violence. But hopefully shit stays peaceful. But we got fucking 7 hours to go. The line has started moving. And the funny thing about it is, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, it's like this is what America's become. They've got people lined up to drop $500 or more on a phone. And now this isn't the first time that this has been sold. It's not the first time they've had lines like this. But it's just amazing. Those I don't even know what to say. It's like it's almost 1 o'clock. I've been out here about almost an hour. I've got 7 hours to go. There's people with sleeping bags. There's people with fold-out chairs just like me. There's people laying on the ground. The line seems to have started moving, but I don't think they started selling early, so I'm not really sure why the line's moving. I'm not sure how many people are here, but the number may be as high as 1,000. And it looks like the line's moving again. Hey, whatever. I don't know exactly what the line is moving to or whether or not they started selling early, but whatever gets me out of here faster. I see this guy right here came prepared. He got his Dick's Sporting Goods mattress and this, that, and other. Looks like we're moving. It's after 12 o'clock, so I don't think they started selling early because Apple does everything very, very specifically. It's like, I don't know if they started selling early. Whatever gets me out of here faster. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. I'm at the beginning of the square line. Apple, you motherfuckers, you know this is a goddamn high volume product. You know this is a goddamn high volume product. Sell the goddamn thing early, man. I don't give a fuck what your company policy is. Just sell it early. I guarantee you, if you get me that fucking phone, you get me that phone quickly, you've got a customer for life. Just fucking get that goddamn thing in my hand, please. Hurry up. Please hurry up. If I stay here any longer, all of a sudden I'm gonna start busting out my Chinese lessons, and I'm gonna remind these people I speak Mandarin. Oh God, what I'd do for that fucking symbol. This is what the Apple Store logo looks like when you're laying on the ground, camped out, and surrounded by the Chinese. I'm starting to think to myself, it's as if now they know that this is a high volume sale. They know that a lot of people are coming out here to buy this goddamn thing. Rather than start selling it early after 12 o'clock midnight has passed, these motherfuckers seem like they're going to make us wait till 8 o'clock to get it. Now, I heard something about they're supposed to pass out the tickets at 5 or something for your spot or whatever, or for the number that they had. I don't know. It looks like there's about, there's a good number of people out here, but I'm pretty sure they have enough units, or they'll have more in transit. But it's a little after 3 o'clock, so I've been out here for 3 hours, which means that by the time it's 4, I'll be halfway done. But that's only halfway done. So that's where I am right now. Everybody is basically being broken down to their basic elements. I'm on the cool, hard ground. I got a Chinese woman walking past me right here who seems to have. Okay. Well, anyway, that's what it is. It's a little after 3, almost halfway done.
You want to consider how much, whether or not you want to remain, because it's likely by the time you get up front they will not be available. Okay, again, those were the only ones that I mentioned. I do not have information about any other quantities, but the ones I mentioned, we do know very, very limited amounts. Okay?
Can I ask you one question? AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint, the GSM and CDMAs are totally different, right?
They are different, but again, if you're looking for anything that's
I'm AT&T. I'm AT&T, bro. No, not unlocked. No,
okay.
I'm on contract AT&T.
Yeah, you can purchase it for full price if you want to do that. But yeah, if I didn't mention the phone, again, not to say that we have a lot, but the ones I mentioned definitively are very, very limited.
And 8 o'clock, that's when sales start.
When the store opens.
Damn.
But it's going to be done, obviously, first come, first served. There'll be groups of people coming into the store at a time. So once they start coming in between 5 and 6, they will start to work the line and issue reservation passes.
Okay, for individual carriers.
For whatever, right? So whatever you're looking for, if I have it in stock, I'm going to issue you a reservation pass. That pass is good for the remainder of the business day.
Okay. Thanks a lot, bro. I'm good. Yeah, Sprint is low quantity. T-Mobile for certain colors is low quantity, and possibly Verizon is low quantity. But AT&T, see, you know what the problem is? They know a lot of people are trying to buy the thing and ship it out of the country, right? So the unlocked versions are the ones that they have fewer of. Like the people who are going to pay top dollar for it and buy unlocked, those are the ones that they have less of. And Sprint, as he said, he has less Sprint. Right now, 5:05. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Hey. Oh my God. Step up. Step it up. What the fuck? Oh God, here we go. We've got chaos here. We got some chaos here. People are just skipping the line. We got chaos. This is, welcome to China. This is exactly how it was there. Oh man, look at all this junk. I'm almost starting to think I should just get in the car, go to Staten Island, but I'm not going to do that.
I'm hanging with you, John.
The line got fucked up.
Yeah, good luck with that.
This really kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, then again, I think, no, in fact.
What are they doing?
Chinese people are so rude.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm Chinese people too, but I don't like them.
This is terrible.
Yes.
This is terrible.
Skipped us, the whole thing skipped everybody. But see, that's the problem.
Really, it's terrible. People
So your friend said Staten Island, huh?
hours.
Mobbed the motherfucking front of the line. Everybody rushed the barriers and all that shit. Everybody's like, fuck the rules, fuck the line.
It's now, it's...
The party's back. To wave. It's getting exciting.
These people on the line fighting right here. Arguing and shit with each other. I'm waiting for someone to throw a punch, but apparently they're not interested in that. You know, not with the police right here. Nowadays, you get into a fight, you get shot in the street by the cops after they try to break it up and you resist. Oh well. And let this be a lesson to Apple. The next time you motherfuckers do some disorganized shit like this, you're gonna have your fucking employees cleaning up the streets. And if I was your employees, I'd be in an uproar. It's fucking ridiculous that they have to clean up because they got these motherfuckers out here fucking up everything.
Push!
Back it off, buddy. Hey, buddy. Stop pushing. You're not single file, you're not getting a ticket anyway. You pushing?
Yeah, he's pushing off, so get him.
You want to get off the line, buddy? You're not going anywhere. Stay right there, or you're off the line. Don't move.
There's somebody, yeah.
Time. That's it. Now we stop. Now we stop.
Oh yeah, you gotta listen.
No one wants
You gotta listen, guys, one at a time.
Sir, come around. You go.
Mike,
All
thank
right?
you. Jesus. Holy shit. I'm the fucking man. I am the fucking man. What is this? This the plus? Or is this the 4.7? I think this is a plus. Oh, this is a 4.7. This is a 4.7 inch iPhone. Gold. Let me see this light. I'm sorry, let me see. Oh, this feels good. This doesn't feel bad at all. Look at that. Look at that. Man hands. Well, I have both a 4.7 and I have a 5.5. Look at that. Everybody was talking about the fact the camera's not flush, but you'd almost not even notice. Yo, that's beautiful. I am happy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, the button's on the side. Oh shit, this is the shit, man. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Say you're rolling around in an SRT vehicle. Let's say you have a Chrysler or something. You come across, I won't call it a problem, but it's an issue when you're dealing with a 5.5 inch iPhone. You see, I bought the 5.5 and the 4.7. This right here is the iPhone 5. This is a 4 inch, right? Now this fits in that place, and it allows you to use the charge wire, and you could put it right there. If you don't want to put it right there, like I have a pen here, you could put it right here in the cup holder. Now, because this car has heated and cooled cup holders right here, if it's charging and it starts getting warm, I can simply turn on the cooling and cool the phone down. I never actually put the phone right here. I never put it behind the stick shift. Never, because it just doesn't, I don't need to. I can like just leave it right here and it's fine, right? So I'm going to put that aside for a second. Now, look at this big motherfucking beast. Look at that. 5.5. Samsung eats your heart out. Okay, so anyway, this will not obviously fit in this cup holder. It will not. It's so wide it won't fit in the cup holder. Because of how wide it is, it won't fit here. The only option to charge it is to put it right here. The problem is when you accelerate, and when you're dealing with 500 horsepower and you accelerate, this thing flies right out of there. The other option might be if I take it and I put it right here, where sometimes I store stuff. The problem is, if you look, this doesn't fit in the holder either. So the only other option is I'd have to slide it down here and leave it there, out of sight and out of mind, so I can't really get to it. So, you know, I guess you could call this first world big truck series problems, where you've got a phone that is so massive that like there's basically no place you can put it. But I knew how big it was because I felt it in the store once I finally got a chance to feel how big it was. Now, the 4.7, like I took a couple of pictures. The 4.7 is really, it's considerably smaller, to the point where it almost makes more sense for people to get the 4.7 than the 5.5. The problem is I wanted the 5.5 because the Chinese who were at the store were buying them all up, and they were trying to get the unlocked T-Mobile 5.5 so that they could ship them all back to China. So that ultimately forced me to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to get the 128 for both models, and I'll just get a 128 for myself, 5.5, and I'll get a 128 4.7 for my girlfriend. So, you know, that's basically, I guess, one of the first short reviews I'll do about iPhone. But what I can say, the video camera quality is fantastic. I was showing someone how you do the slow motion 240p video, and amazing. The ability, like when I had him throw something, and it was absolutely incredible how with this camera you can do that slow-mo 240 frame per second video. Yeah, I'm gonna just go zoom in. That was absolutely incredible. I loved it. So I'm gonna be posting a couple more videos about my iPhone, but I'm loving it. I hope you enjoyed my 2014 Apple iPhone 6 line controversy experience. And basically, as you saw, as soon as 5 o'clock rolled around, these people rushed the front line, pushing each other, stepping over everything. All those folding chairs that these people had, they discarded and they just left them there. On top of that, book bags, pocketbooks, everything, they just left it there. What they didn't realize was that when the phones were being sold, that people were giving you a ticket digitally by taking down your information, asking you what you planned on buying, and then by basically emailing you the digital ticket, which you'd have to present at the door. There were people coming from the parking lot who were trying to sneak into the store and trying to get any excuse they could get to get into the store, hoping that they'd be forgotten and be able to go in there and buy. But what they didn't realize was that the digital ticket made it so that there'd be no way you could possibly do that. There was nothing but Black Friday type chaos the whole time. And as far as I'm concerned, Tim Cook, Apple, you people should be doing better than that. Because if it was me and I had control of your stores, I'd have an orderly single line and we wouldn't have had that kind of chaos. The second problem I had is, you see right here how I have two phones? I don't feel that I should have two phones. I feel that I should only have one, because I don't feel that it's fair to all the people if you make the buying maximum two phones. The problem was that the Chinese, as I stated, planned on buying the biggest possible phone that they could get, the 128 gigabyte iPhone Plus, and shipping it back to China. First of all, they can't get that phone in their country for a very simple reason, because the supplies are low. I don't know how many people you pay. I don't know what you pay them. And, you know, Amnesty International can tell you you're not paying them enough. And they can say raise minimum wage and occupy Wall Street. I don't care about any of that. All I'm interested in is having my slow motion camera in my iPhone 6. That's all I care about. You need to take care of your side of the bargain. You need to take care of your business, and you need to make it so that stuff like this doesn't happen. Walmart, after the security guard died in the Green Acres Walmart stampede a couple of years ago, Walmart had enough security and enough police interaction to make sure stuff like that didn't happen. Those people had absolutely no respect for the line, and they had no respect for everybody who was waiting patiently. So I'm not going to bitch and complain anymore. Here's my iPhone 6 5.5. As you saw from the video I took in the car, it's a huge phone. I have very big hands, but it's still a huge phone. So huge that Apple knew that they would have to put the sleep-wake button on this side. So the sleep-wake button turns it on. The problem is, while you're holding it, your thumb has to go this far down in order to get to the touch sensor. But before you can use a touch sensor, you have to slide to unlock first. Then you have to tap it and hope that it recognizes. I haven't programmed this thumb, so I'm just going to type my password. Let me look away so you don't see it. So anyway, this screen, bigger than my iPhone 5, obviously. It holds, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apps vertically and 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontally. When I opened it up, I saw a bunch of productivity apps which I hadn't previously wanted or had. I've got Numbers, Pages, Keynote, Find Friends is Health. I don't think Health will be that great until you get the iWatch. I may get the iWatch, but I guarantee I'm not standing in any more of your lines. So anyway, I have Fios Media and this, that, and other. Mostly, I use my phones and tablets and everything for business. Right now, you can see that iMovie is currently finishing its update, and iMovie is what I use on my YouTube to produce my lovely videos. And I have Flickr, iGun Pro, etc. I don't really play games on these things. Now, the slow motion video I'm really enjoying. Like, for instance, I made this slow motion video right here where I was shaking stuff on some pizza. Isn't that cool? Isn't that absolutely awesome? And then there was another one that I made where I took a receipt at the post office and just dropped it. Watch this. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's like that movie American Beauty. Wait. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that shit again. That was awesome. Watch this. Watch this. Isn't that amazing? Apple, I have to say, Apple has the absolute best camera on the market. All you Samsung Galaxy guys, listen. You can put 1,000 megapixels in one of your cameras. It doesn't matter. If your software is not that great, it just doesn't matter. And the reason why I love Apple iOS so much is because the software is extremely easy to use. Now, you may not like the fact that it's painfully easy, but the old people buying it do. Uh-oh, look at this. Today's September 17th, right? I want to zoom in. And Big Truck Series Review has, by September 17th, $399.65. And they haven't even finished counting because today is not actually September 17th. Today is September 19th. Google AdSense, do me a favor. Make sure all your updates are up to date. Because I want everybody to know that my why Apple iPhone is better than Samsung. I want everybody to know that video has earned me $99 or $98.64. It's important to me that you fix your Google AdSense, please. So this way everybody knows that when they have the power of iPhone in their hands, that they can make wonderful videos and they can make money on Google using their wonderful videos. So that I think I've shown you just about enough. We have an amber flash right here along with the regular white flash. The video recorder that I'm using is an iPhone 4S 64 gigabytes. And I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to focus, especially because of the lighting situation in this room and whatever. Because as you probably know, this one didn't have a digital zoom and whatnot, and it had a slower autofocus. But this camera is incredible. This camera has such a fast autofocus that watching it, it's like watching real life, man. It's like watching real life. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. I haven't even looked at some of the features because there's just so many, but we have time lapse. We've got slow-mo. We've got video. Now, yes, I know, a lot of this stuff is on Android already. Oh, Apple's playing catch-up. Hey, guess what, guys? Listen, you could have a 20 megapixel camera. You could have a 2,000 megapixel camera. If your software isn't this easy to use, if it's not this simple, Truth About Cars. Yeah, how about we go to Truth About Cars, find out what Derek Krindler's doing. But anyway, if your software isn't this simple to use, then you can put whatever you want in your phone. And I don't want it. When you make a better phone than iOS combined with the build quality, this lovely build quality, when you do that, then I will take a second look at your phone. But right now, I just don't want it. And that's the simple fact. So when I say that iPhone 6 is better than a Galaxy phone, when I say that the flash media in my iPhone is way better than the what is it called, the secure digital cards, the micro SD cards. When I say that the build quality of my device is better than the Galaxies that I've seen, oh yeah, I've gone out, I've played with them. I just don't like them, and ultimately, it's a consumer like me that you have to turn around. And if you can't turn me around, and you can only market... Well, first of all, Galaxy puts out like 10 phones every goddamn year. I mean, you think about it. Right now, people just finished buying the Galaxy 3, and they got a Galaxy 4 and a Galaxy Edge coming out. I mean, what are you trying to do? Flood the market? And now I'm seeing all these commercials. Oh, yeah, well, Apple's got the iPhone 6. But we've had all that technology for years. Since 2007. Hey, guess what, guys? I know some of you don't know much about computing. But a 64-bit processor versus a 32-bit processor isn't slower just because you might say that the gigahertz in the 64 is lower than the one in the 32. You need to actually understand what you're talking about, because You know, you guys can't just talk about specs, Android users. It's not about just talking about specs. It's not about saying if Apple has a 5.5, then we're going to build a 5.6. It's not about saying that if Apple has 5 megapixels, we're going to have 6. It's not about saying if Apple has a camera on the back of their iPad, then we're going to put one on the front too. All you're doing is chasing specs. And by chasing specs and not innovating on your own, all you're doing is giving me more shit to bitch about. And I will bitch about it, and I will get paid for it. Thank you very much for enjoying my lovely iPhone 6 review. Tim Cook, you need to pay attention to how your stores handle crowds. Thank you very much. Good night and good luck.